blockbuster video.
The big question about new nerd cereal is...
Welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Nostalgievich, here on YouTube to prescribe a cure for your nostalgic blues. So what are we waiting for? Let's go and have a basic weekend at Nostalgia's.
after these messages.
To the Everest climbers, to the castaway, to the midnight riders, to the spark igniters, I am on my way. Let it be said and let it be known, he who is free is never alone. The path before us, the world behind us, I'll wait for you there. I am on my way.
Now, from the news center for the Susquehanna Valley, it's the Evening Report.
Time for some headlines. First up, let's talk about the curious case of Beatle Paul McCartney. Our favorite mop top from Liverpool kicked off his year with an unexpected vacation in Tokyo, courtesy of the local jail. Arrested on January 16th for having a bit too much green, no, not matcha, he spent 9 lovely days behind bars before getting the boot back to the UK on January 25th. That's one way to ring in the new year, Paul. Maybe next time stick to tea and crumpets. Meanwhile, over in the land of progressive rock, Pink Floyd's album The Wall decided to conquer the world. Hitting number 1 on the Billboard charts, this epic saga of sound and spectacle sold over 1.2 million copies, faster than you can say another brick. By the time it was done, it had shifted a whopping 30 million copies, making it the most epic double album ever. Take that, disco. And for those of you keeping score at home, that's more bricks that you would need to build a small village. For all you sports enthusiasts, the Pittsburgh Steelers were busy doing what they do best, winning. On January 20th, they clinched their 4th Super Bowl title by outsmarting the Los Angeles Rams, 31-19. Terry Bradshaw and Lynn Swann made it look easier than stealing candy from a baby, leaving the Rams wondering what just happened. The Steelers' dominance was so complete that even their cheerleaders were drafting playbooks.
The Olympic Committee voted to boycott the Summer Olympic Games in Moscow.
Speaking of the Cold War, President Jimmy Carter threw a wrench into the works by announcing that the USA would boycott the Moscow Summer Olympics if the Soviet Union did not withdraw from Afghanistan. The diplomatic chess game was on, and the world watched with bated breath. Nothing says global tension quite like denying athletes their chance at Olympic glory. Over in the automotive world, Chrysler was looking like it had driven off a cliff. On January 7th, Congress approved a $1.5 billion loan to bail out the struggling car giant. Because what's a little financial apocalypse between friends, huh? Speaking of cars, the Ford Pinto was still trying to shake off its explosive reputation, while the DeLorean was gearing up to become the most futuristic car of the decade, flux capacitor not included. Car culture was in full swing, with muscle cars and gas guzzlers ruling the roads despite the ongoing fuel crisis. Political intrigue was also afoot as Indira Gandhi, not one to be kept down. She was re-elected as Prime Minister of India on January 14th. Just goes to show you, can't keep a determined women out of the game for long. Gandhi's return was like a dramatic twist in a Bollywood epic full of suspense, drama and the inevitable comeback. On the cultural front, Gary Larson's The Far Side cartoon made its debut on January 1st, quickly becoming a beloved staple in newspapers everywhere. Because nothing says start of a new decade like quirky cows and confused cavemen, Larson's offbeat humor was just what the doctor ordered to shake off those post-70s blues. In the tech world, January 1980 saw the burgeoning dawn of the home computer revolution. The Commodore PET Pact was gaining traction, promising to bring the digital age into living rooms across America. And for those who could afford it, the Sony Walkman was the most must-have gadget, letting people carry their tunes everywhere they went. Imagine the sheer luxury of being able to tune out the world with your own portable soundtrack. Truly revolutionary, yeah. The cost of living in January 1980. A gallon of gas would set you back about $22, while the average monthly rent was around $300. Minimum wage was a whopping $3.10 per hour. Inflation was making everyone tighten their belts as prices kept creeping up, giving a whole new meaning to the phrase nickel and dime. Stretching the dollar was becoming a national pastime, right up there with watching football and complaining about the weather. Gender issues were front and center as more women pushed into the workforce and demanded equal pay for equal work. The ERA was a hot topic, though it faced fierce opposition and was still years away from ratification. The battle of the sexes was alive and well, with each side wielding office memos and protest signs like modern-day gladiators. Crime did not take a holiday either. New York City was still grappling with high crime rates, and the infamous Zodiac killer sent another letter to the press taunting law enforcement and keeping the public on edge. The Big Apple was more like the Big Rotten Apple. Next up, we have the entertainment and cinema. Want to find out what happens in the world of entertainment? Then stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
Oh, Swiss Miss Instant Cocoa. What's the best way to start your day?
Give a little yodel.
Swiss Miss has lots of rich chocolatey cocoa and milk already in it. So all you do is add hot water and
Give a little yodel.
Okay, gang, what do you do for a warm-up break? Yeah! Swiss Miss Instant Cocoa. Yodelay-hee-ho.
I have everything you need for a great spaghetti dinner. All in one package, nothing to add. Chef Boyardee complete spaghetti dinner with meat sauce. I have spaghetti, and a rich sauce with meat, even zesty grated cheese. Give me 15 minutes, and I'll give you a real Italian dinner. Ah, perfect. Chef Boyardee complete spaghetti dinner.
Bum bum bum. Ba, ba, la, la,
May your holidays and those of your loved ones be filled with the beauty of flowers and their song of joy.
LTD, helping you say it right.
Nine Lives Dry Cat Food presents Sylvester.
Once again, I gotta risk my life to get to my 9 lives. But this little dish will keep them busy.
Hiya, big boy.
Whoa! 9 lives. I can hardly wait. Oh, that scrumptious recipe. Simply irresistible. 9 lives. You're the love of my life. Uh-oh. That blows that.
9 Lives.
Worth risking your life for.
Tonight, second feature on the CBS Late Movie.
B is for booze and brawls, baby. Good-looking guy like you make out like a champ.
Are you expecting me?
He was young and handsome, and he found that it could pay off.
Just for your cab back to, wherever.
But last night you said...
We all say lots of things in the dark, don't we?
But it had its dangerous side, too. Alexander, The Other Side of Dawn. Tonight, second feature.
You like these, Mama? They're not from Mexico.
No.
But they have an authentic tortilla taste.
Sí.
Los Titos brand, 50-pound tortilla chips.
No.
Yes, in traditional flavor or nacho cheese. They are so thin and crispy they even sound delicious.
Sí.
So now you know why my favorite Mexican snack doesn't come from Mexico.
Sí.
Tostitos brand, an authentic tortilla taste from Frito-Lay.
For my headaches, I need a special pain reliever.
All you need is Bayer aspirin.
Really?
If you need more than Bayer, see your doctor. Bayer aspirin is not 80, not 90. It's 100% pure pain relief. Bayer adds nothing, because you don't need anything else. And millions use Bayer with no stomach upset. All you need is Bayer aspirin. If you need more than Bayer, see your doctor.
All I need is Bayer.
In the world of entertainment, moviegoers in January 1980 were flocking to see hits like Kramer vs. Kramer and Star Trek, the motion picture. The cinema was a refuge from the cold winter and the even chillier news cycle. For those who preferred the small screen, shows like 60 Minutes and The Love Boat offered a mix of hard-hitting journalism and escapist fantasy. Imagine settling in for one of those flicks with a bucket of buttery popcorn or indulging in a hot pizza or Chinese takeout from your favorite local spot. Popular handouts included the iconic Studio 54 in New York City, where the nightlife was legendary. at roller discos like Flipper's Roller Boogie Palace in Los Angeles, combining the thrills of skating with the grooves of disco music. For a more laid-back evening, local pizza parlors like Pizzeria Uno in Chicago or Shake-Eat's Pizza Parlor in California were the go-to spots, offering delicious pies and maybe even a few arcade games. Drive-in cinemas were also a beloved pastime, with families and friends gathering under the stars to watch the latest blockbusters from the comfort of their cars. Concerts were rocking across the country with bands like the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac hitting the stage and giving unforgettable performances. Food delivery was also becoming the culinary cavalry, with pizza leading the charge. Companies like Domino's were perfecting the art of bringing hot, cheesy goodness straight to your door, and Jivey Steakout was gaining popularity as a delicious alternative to cooking at home.
If you're a fan, what you'll see in the next minutes, hours, and days to follow may convince you you've gone to sports heaven.
Cable TV was also starting to make waves. ESPN, which launched the previous September, was becoming a go-to for sports fanatics. Primetime TV in January 1980 was a smorgasbord of delights, with hits like Dallas, Three's Company, The Dukes of Hazzard, and MASH dominating the airwaves. Let's flip through the channels and dive into the cable TV shows that kept us glued to our couches, along with a few more slices of life from the start of the decade. So grab your remote, adjust those rabbit ears, and let's see what was lighting up the small screen and beyond. NBC was bringing the heat with a lineup that had everyone talking. Chips kept us on the edge of our seats with high-speed highway chases and the adventures of our favorite motorcycle cops. The Facts of Life gave us a taste of boarding school drama and teenage hijinks. And who could forget the heartwarming stories and sage advice of Little House on the Prairie? Monday nights were reserved for laughter with Different Strokes and Hello Larry, serving up family-friendly fun. And of course, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, was a perfect nightcap, providing late-night laughs and celebrity interviews. Over on ABC, the drama was in full swing. Three's Company continued to tickle our funny bones with its classic misunderstandings and slapstick humor. For those craving a little action, Charlie's Angels delivered weekly doses of glamorous detective work. Levon and Shirley and Happy Days made Tuesday nights a nostalgic trip to simpler times. And let's not forget the nail-biting suspense of Fantasy Island and the Love Boat on Saturday nights, where dreams come true and secrets were revealed. CBS was no slouch either, boasting an impressive slate of hits like Dallas, had everyone buzzing with its larger-than-life characters and juicy plot twists. Who Shot JR? Indeed. MASH continued to bring humor and heartache, making us laugh, cry in equal measures. The Dukes of Hazzard brought car chases and Southern charm to our screens every Friday night. And for those looking for a mix of crime and courtroom drama, Hawaii Five-O and Barnaby Jones delivered justice with a punch. For the intellectually inclined, PBS offered a century of educational and cultural programming. Masterpiece Theater transported us to different worlds with its top-notch adaptations of classical literature. Noah fed our curiosity with cutting-edge science documentaries. And The French Chef with Julia Child taught us how to whip up gourmet meals without breaking a sweat. When the sun went down, late-night TV turned up the volume. The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, was the king of late-night laughs with Johnny's quick wit and charm, keeping viewers up past their bedtime. Saturday Night Live was delivering cutting-edge comedy and musical performances, making sure your weekend started with a bang. And for those who couldn't sleep, the Midnight Special provided a mix of live music and variety acts that kept the night rocking. Game shows were all the rage with The Price is Right, letting contestants guess their way to fabulous prizes. Family Feud had families ducking it out for glory and bragging rights. Jeopardy challenged viewers to answer in the form of a question, while Wheel of Fortune spun its way into our hearts with puzzle-solving fun. And that's a wrap on January 1980, folks. As we leave this month behind, let's remember the simpler times when a cartoon could make your Saturday morning, a game show could make you a star, and a slice of pizza could make your night. This is your host, Dr. Nostalgievich, signing off. Until next time, adios.